Good morning and welcome to the channel on this Monday the 8th of June 2026. Obviously things are moving in the wrong direction, both in the Iran conflict and in the Ukraine conflict. I just wanted to give you a quick update on both of those conflicts as we know it is happening at the moment. The Iran-Israel-US conflict has sharply escalated again, with direct missile exchanges and widening regional spillover. Iran has launched ballistic missiles at Israel. Israel reports fresh waves of missiles launched from Iran, with air defense systems intercepting incoming projectiles. I believe that there is also one missile that has been coming from the Houthis. Israel, of course, is doing tit for tat and they're striking back. So they've carried out retaliatory strikes on targets in central and western Iran, with explosions reported in Tehran, Isfahan, Tabriz and Karaj. Iran temporarily closed airspace around Tehran's port after the strikes. Lebanon and Gaza fronts are intensifying, with Israel attacks on Beirut's southern suburbs, killing at least 2 people and wounding 20. In Lebanon, Israeli strikes have killed multiple civilians and officers, while Hezbollah continues cross-border attacks. Gaza saw new Israeli strikes, killing at least 8 Palestinians in a tented camp, and that included one 7-month-old baby. US-Iran tensions remain high, with Iran accusing the US of violating the ceasefire and lacking the will to stabilise the region. I don't see how that is. The US has recently shot down Iranian drones over the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran responded by launching missiles at Kuwait and Bahrain. The Strait of Hormuz obviously remains a flashpoint. Going on from there to the Russian-Ukraine war, there has been massive Russian drone and missile attacks. Russia launched 155 drones at Ukraine overnight on the 8th of June. Ukraine intercepted 124 of 155. Multiple Ukrainian cities were hit, causing civilian casualties and infrastructure damage. There is also heavy frontline fighting, with over 240 clashes occurring over the last 2 days. Russia continues attacks along the front, but is suffering high daily losses, 1,330 troops in the last 24 hours. How they can sustain this with their own Russian people when they're losing almost 1,000 people a day, I don't know. Ukraine appears to be regaining momentum. New data shows Ukraine retook more ground in May than Russia captured. Russia's territorial gains have slowed dramatically. Ukraine now has unveiled its own glide bomb. I'm not quite sure what a glide bomb is, but it's developed its first domestic glide bomb to counter Russia's devastating glide bomb campaign. Analysts say that this could shift battlefields by allowing Ukraine to strike back more effectively. International diplomacy remains stalled. Putin signals openness to a new relationship with the US, but dismisses direct talks with Zelensky. The UN Security Council is holding an emergency session after major Russian attacks. Well, that will go nowhere. And the bottom line is Russia is escalating air attacks but losing momentum on the ground. Ukraine is improving its strike capabilities and regaining territory while diplomacy remains frozen. The Prime Ministers of the UK, France and Germany met and vowed support until the end for Ukraine. What that actually means in terms of helping, I have no idea. Still, there we are. Those are the two major conflicts that are going on at the moment. I've updated you as best as I could. Hopefully some sense will go into somebody's head sooner rather than later. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.